Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. I would like to welcome our special guests today. We have Dr. Will Wells, who's the superintendent of Oldham County Schools, and some other central office staff I see out there a little bit. Mr. Gary Rodemeyer from WHAS TV, and Liz Pratt from LG&E and KU Utilities. We also have Joyce Fletcher, who's our board chair, here as well. Judge David Vogel, who is our Oldham County Judge Executive, and Senator Ernie Harris as well. So, we're here today. We're here today to both congratulate Miss Amanda Howard and celebrate with her as she is being honored with the WHAS Excel Award today. This award is given to teachers who excel in classroom and educational leadership. It recognizes teachers like Miss Howard who are innovative educators in classrooms that are both rigorous and engaging. I'm proud to have worked closely with Miss Howard for 9 years at Harmony Elementary, and certainly can attest to the fact that she is a talented and dedicated educator. Miss Howard works hard to build strong, positive relationships with her students and families. Her classroom is a true community in which students take ownership and have opportunities to develop 21st century skills, such as leadership, problem solving, and communication. Miss Howard is also a leader in our school, leading both her grade level professional learning community and mentoring new teachers to our school. Miss Howard is highly committed to her professional growth and the growth of all teachers. She understands that teachers must continually seek out and share opportunities to develop more effective instructional strategies, understand complex curriculum, and learn new techniques to manage classrooms in order to ensure that each child learns. I was fortunate to spend a few minutes in Miss Howard's 4th grade class last week, and I asked her students to reflect upon what makes Miss Howard such a wonderful teacher. I'd like to take just a few minutes to share their thoughts with you. Miss Howard students said, "Miss Howard works hard to ensure we have a comfortable, organized classroom environment so we can learn. Miss Howard helps us when we struggle to understand concepts. Miss Howard creates interesting lessons and projects that are hands-on. In Miss Howard's classroom, we are encouraged to make suggestions and help make decisions about our learning. Miss Howard helps us learn to cooperate and develop teamwork skills. And Miss Howard always encourages us. Congratulations to Miss Amanda Howard." I do see one group of people that I forgot to recognize who are very special guests of Miss Howard. So if you're a part of Miss Howard's family, could you please stand up?
And friends.
And friends. At this time, I would ask Mr. Gary Rodemeyer to come forward and begin his awards.
Thank you, Michelle. Well, good afternoon. I'm delighted to be here, and I guess the good news is that school is still in session, so we can give an Excel Award, which has been kind of delayed. I guess the bad news is school is still in session. But we are delighted to be here today. I've just completed an interview with Miss Howard in her classroom, and we've shot some video of her in action. Actually teaching her students, and that story will run at 5:45 tonight on WHAS, and if you missed that, which you may very well, it immediately goes to the website, WHAS11.com, and so you may see Miss Howard and also see yourself there, and it's always exciting because the mission of the Excel Award since 1989 has been not only to honor teachers like Amanda Howard, but to tell the world about what they're doing in public education. That's why we're here. That's our principal job here today, is to tell the world about the great things that are happening at Harmony Elementary School, which just happens to be right down the street from my house. And I'm delighted to be here today to honor this great teacher. This is a celebration, then, of great teaching. The Excel Award and WHAS TV have been telling the world about great public educators, as I said, since 1989. We are in our 26th year, and we come today to Harmony Elementary and to honor Amanda Howard. We present the Excel Award 13 times during the academic year in 8 different school districts, and there's some common threads of excellence. The phrase, "born to teach," seems to be one of them. And that phrase certainly applies to Amanda. She brings an enthusiasm and intensity to her profession. She was always trying to improve, finding new ways to perfect her craft. Part of her magic in the classroom is creating lasting relationships with students, parents, and other teachers in the building. As one colleague wrote in a letter of recommendation, Amanda, it seems, has never met a stranger. Everybody loves her instantly. I'm told that she always seems to make decisions that are right for her students. She works hard to do what is right for every child. And the kids know that. They respond. I saw it this morning. They work hard. They reach higher levels of achievement. And she has kept this high level of achievement for a decade. She is a teacher who is able to recognize unique talents of her students and help them grow in the classroom. And she is certainly well respected by her peer teachers. Part of the Excel Award is for educational leadership. As a 4th grade team leader, she presents creative and thoughtful ideas for her team. Yes, she is dedicated to this year and these students, but also in helping to create the teachers of the future for the children that will fill these halls in the years to come. Amanda is, in fact, a teacher, a fine teacher for the 21st century. She is one of the reasons that this is a great school, and this is a great school district. She is your Excel Award winner for 2015, the teacher that we come every year to honor as the best of the best. Amanda Howard, if you would please come forward. Amanda, the apple has long been the symbol of a student's respect and admiration for a special teacher. But I want you to consider that this golden apple shows the respect and the admiration of an entire school district, of an entire region, for all that you do for our children in keeping the sacred cause of public education. Thank you so much. You are an Excel Award winner.
Thank you.
You know, the other thing she told me she did this year, I thought this was, maybe this gets the Excel Award just on its own merits. She turned the mailroom into her classroom. That was a pretty good job. Now, let me present the person who is so important to this, and that representing our sponsor, the power company, LG&E KU, and they have what is the other half of the Excel Award, which is so exciting. And representing LG&E KU today is Liz Pratt. Liz.
Sorry, Gary's a lot taller than I am. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today on behalf of all employees at Louisville Gas and Electric and Kentucky Utilities. We're here celebrating Ms. Howard's passion for education, her commitment to her students, and her contributions to her community. As her nominators for this award have said, she is exceptional in every way and is a model educator. And her enthusiasm and creativity are helping to create lifelong learners and leaders of tomorrow within the youth of today. These attributes in particular struck a chord and really capture today's celebration, because for us at LG&E and KU, education like reading and math and science and technology are in everything that we do every day. And we also want to help inspire students to embrace learning at an early age. We know that each of the students sitting here today will be our community's future leaders. And with that said, Ms. Howard, we appreciate and we celebrate what you've done for your community and your commitment to teaching. And on behalf of all the employees at LG&E and KU, it's my privilege to present to you a check for $1,000 to be used here at Harmony Elementary.
Now, please welcome the Oldham County Judge Executive, David Vogel, with a special presentation. David?
I know that school is supposed to get out Friday for most students in Oldham County. I understand this is a group that wants to come again next week. Is that right? Yeah, all right. We love education. One of the things that I hope that all of you learn here today is just simply, regardless of what you do in life or where you are in class or what career you might grow up in, always do your best. If you do your best, good things happen to you in life. You'll be happy. You're never sad to always do the best you can, because it gives 100%. And Amanda Howard here today, one of your teachers, has done her best, and she's being recognized today for doing an excellent job, as I'm sure the many other teachers in this school do as well. Sometimes it's hard to pick out who's the absolute best of the best, but if everybody does well, everybody can be happy, and everybody will be successful and be recognized in life. So always do your best, and good things will come your way. So as county judge today, it's my pleasure to present a nice framed plaque and award to Amanda Howard. This is an award that we give out, and we're going to make today Amanda Howard Day in Oldham County. So, you can only get this award once in life as well, so today is the day. And Amanda, if you step up here, I'd like to read this award. And this is a proclamation to all whom these presents shall come. Greetings. Know ye that whereas Amanda Howard has distinguished herself in the profession of fourth grade elementary school teacher, and whereas the Excel Award has been bestowed on Amanda Howard as an example and representative of outstanding teaching in Oldham County, now therefore I, David Vogel, Judge Executive of Oldham County, hereby do proclaim June 8th, 2015 as Amanda Howard Excellence in Classroom Teaching Day, and I urge all of you to congratulate her and let your parents know and let everybody watch TV and see Amanda.
Now the superintendent of the Oldham County Schools, Dr. Will Wells. Will?
Hey, good afternoon, Harmony Huskies. Let me be the first to wish you a happy Amanda Howard Day. How about that? So, your homework, everybody, is to go home and tell your parents, Happy Amanda Howard Day, right? The judge just made it Amanda Howard Day. Well, the Excel Award is a big deal. 26 years ago, I was a first-year teacher in Jefferson County, at Jefferson County Traditional Middle School, and one of my colleagues was the first winner of the Excel Award. And I remember how big of a deal that was. We came out, whole school celebration, the news was there, it was a $1,000 check. $1,000 was a lot more 26 years ago, it seemed like, than it is now, but it was a big deal. And so throughout my career, I've always paid attention to who the Excel Award winners are. And Ms. Howard is very deserving. Harmony's first Excel Award winner, to my knowledge. And the Excel Award is a celebration of teaching. It's a celebration of what your teachers do for you every day. We have 870-something teachers in the Oldham County schools, and it's a tremendous group of teachers. So to be recognized from a group of teachers like that, to stand out as the Excel Award winner is quite an accomplishment. So Amanda, congratulations to you. We're very proud of you, and enjoy the last 4 days of the school year this year.
Now please welcome State Senator Ernie Harris. Ernie.
You know, it's a privilege to be here. And David, you got the kids to come back next week, but I'm not sure the teachers are going to come back next week. But we'll see. It's a privilege for me to recognize Amanda for her accomplishments. And I have a citation from the Kentucky Senate, but I'm not going to read it in its entirety because it's rather lengthy. But I did want to say, you know, the bottom line, we're just here to recognize a has-been. I mean, at your young age, you're a has-been. You have been effective in the school. You have touched the lives of many students, and you have been a loving teacher. However, that pales in comparison to a will be. I'm sure that Ms. Howard will be an effective teacher for the rest of her career. I'm sure that she will touch the lives of many students for the rest of her career, and the students will be changed for the better because of Amanda's love, commitment, and dedication to the calling of a professional educator, but also the love of the students. So while you are a has-been, I think the will be even greater than what's come before. So Amanda, on behalf of the Kentucky State Senate, we would like to acknowledge you being the Excel Award winner and say congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That wasn't too bad of a dream, was it?
Now, let me tell you how well prepared this young woman is. She went back and she looked at the previous Excel Award winners and timed out the amount of time that they spent on their acceptance speech. She told me this. I mean, this is preparation. So, give or take 10 or 15 seconds, for the next 8 minutes and 30 seconds, here is the newest winner of the WHAS 11 Excel Award, Amanda Howard. Amanda?
Tell you what, lots of surprises today. Well, I'm gonna go with it. Okay. Good afternoon. Today, I'm privileged to be the recipient of the WHAS Excel Award. It is an honor and privilege to be recognized for what I truly love doing, teaching. I would like to thank LG&E KU, WHAS, and Mr. Rodemeyer for partnering together to support this award. I'd also like to thank Dr. Wells and Mrs. Horn for their kind words and for leading this community of educators in the right direction, always motivating us to do what's best for kids. I've been extremely lucky to have had amazing people surrounding me and molding me into the person I am today. My mom was my age when she had me. At that time, she had already had my 4 older brothers, and she was well into her nursing career. To give you a little synopsis of my mom, I want to tell you a little story. When I was in the 1st grade, I told my teacher that my mom didn't work, that she was a stay-at-home mom. My teacher somewhat laughed at me because she knew in reality she was working nights at the hospital. At 31, I laugh at that story now because as a little girl, I knew she was there after school getting me off the bus. I knew she was there before school getting me to school. I knew that she was there every night as we sat around the dinner table talking about our days. I had no idea she was literally working all night and day. Then when I was in middle school, she made the decision to go back to school to become a nurse practitioner, which I'm sure was a huge challenge for my parents, but they made it work. Mom, thank you for showing me what hard work, initiative, and being a lifelong learner looks like. Those are 3 qualities I possess because of you. Dad, I don't even know where to begin to give credit to the many life lessons you've taught me. I'm so thankful that you helped me coach basketball here at Harmony. And when I say coach, I mean you coach and I help. I'm thankful to have this opportunity to see you in action, because when I watch you coach, I realize just how much my teaching personality and language reflects yours. You've taught me to be respectful, hardworking, and enthusiastic on and off a court. And that's exactly what I try to instill in my students on a daily basis. You've always pushed me to be the best version of myself, which directly correlates to the goals I set before my students. To be the best son, daughter, sister, brother, mathematician, writer, basketball player, citizen of the community that they can be. Thanks, Dad, for being such an inspiration in my life and for pushing me to do things outside of my comfort zone. When people find out I have 4 older brothers and that I'm the baby girl, they always ask, how in the world did you survive that? And the truth is, I would not be the person I am today without them. Sure, it was difficult practically having 5 dads growing up, all of them keeping me in line, demonstrating how to make good choices, and expecting that I make them. Honestly, saying my brothers are overprotective is an understatement. But I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. Boys, I'm thankful for your guidance, your love, and your support, and above all else, you've given me 4 amazing sister-in-laws and 9 nephews and nieces that are the light of my life, and a lot of times the focal points of my stories here at school. Not only do I have a wonderful family, but I have a spectacular Harmony family that has helped me be the teacher I am today. I've been here at Harmony my entire teaching career and have truly learned what it means to be a lifelong learner. I'm extremely fortunate to teach at a school where everyone believes in doing what's best for the children. We all work together and research the methods and approaches that work for students to guide them towards success. I first want to thank our former principal, Tracy Harris, who took a chance on me as a 22-year-old wide-eyed little girl with a dream to be a teacher and to make a difference. Tracy, once upon a time, after I'd worked here a few years, you told me I was probably the worst interview you had ever given. That's perseverance, guys. We laughed, but almost without taking a breath, the overachiever in me asked you why that was the case and what I had done, because I wanted to improve on that flaw. But more importantly, I asked why in the world you had hired me if my interview was so terrible. And you said it was simple. You could tell I had initiative and that I had a light in my eyes. I'm so thankful that at that moment you could see that in me, and I hope I've made you proud along the way. Tracy, I was brokenhearted when you decided to leave Harmony and move on to other ventures, but I was able to take a sigh of relief when I found out you were handing the baton to our very own Michelle Horn, our current principal. Michelle, I'm so thankful for your guidance and support. You helped me strive to use innovative, exciting, and engaging methods to teach my students the curriculum on a daily basis. Thank you for the many opportunities you've given me to further my career by letting me attend professional developments and for knowing me well enough to find some that would be of interest to me. I'm thankful for your encouragement and willingness to let me think outside the box, and also your knowledge and help when I need that one differentiated activity that I'm struggling to come up with. Thank you for helping me grow into the teacher I am today. Going backwards, my first year teaching, I was surrounded by what I would now call master teachers. They had it all figured out and were great role models for me to look up to. Most of them now hold administrative positions, which paints a grand picture of who was teaching me just how to be a teacher. I'm so thankful for all of them. To my colleagues, past and present, thanks for supporting me and motivating me to work hard and strive to do what's best for kids every day. I want to accept this award on behalf of all the inspirational teachers who have taught here in the past and teach here now. To my students' parents, it is a great privilege and honor to educate your children. It is a responsibility I take very seriously. Thank you for trusting me, and thank you for making Harmony a place I look forward to coming to every day. I hope you know just how much I cherish your children as I consider them my family. To reflect on why I became a teacher, there's one story that jumps out from my memory that inspired me to join the profession of educating our youth. My 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Filippini, who's actually here today, made the biggest impact on me and inspired me to help others. She always had a smile to go with her encouraging words, which I see you still have. She was welcoming and enthusiastic. She made me believe I could do anything if I put my mind to it. The year before, however, I remember having quite a different experience. Since I have 4 older brothers, it was difficult going through school without being compared to them. On one particular day, my teacher had said, "Why can't you write like your brother?" Even though she probably said thousands of statements and asked hundreds of questions, that one negative stuck with me for many years. From that moment, I realized that one statement to a child could make or break their metacognition, confidence, willingness to take risks, and overall success. After that comment, I felt like I couldn't do anything on my own. I was always in a shadow. I would never be as good as my brothers. That is, until Mrs. Filippini came along and showed me I had value independent from them. Every day I strive to be a Mrs. Filippini and help kids recognize their value and potential. And on a side note, writing is now my strongest and my favorite subject to teach. So Mrs. Filippini, thank you for being an inspiration to me. My philosophy of teaching encompasses many aspects of the profession. First of all, my goal is to make each and every student a better person in and out of the school setting by teaching them the fundamentals of life. I want to challenge them and help them succeed every day. My goal is that my students leave me not only mastering content across the curriculum, but also motivated to be a lifelong learner. I believe that all students have the ability to learn. I love what I do because all children, no matter what age, are like sponges. They are curious about the unknown, ask questions, and yearn for answers. I strive to have a cheerful personality that is warm and encouraging to my students, which hopefully creates a learning environment that fosters inquiry and success. My goal is to be the best teacher that I can possibly be by making my students fundamentally sound and by pushing them beyond what they think their social and academic limits are. Students benefit from being in my class because they know they are valued, listened to, and have the confidence that they can do whatever they put their minds to. This profession has got to be the most rewarding out there. Only a teacher can understand the feeling when a child finally grasps a concept that they have struggled for months to understand, or to see a hard-tempered child finally feel comfortable enough to smile, or to see a student invite another that had been left out to join their game. I am truly rewarded every day. To my students, I want to share a secret. I was in the 3rd grade when I realized what my dream job would be, to teach a room full of kids. Some of you know right now what makes you happy, what motivates you, and I encourage you to start today making goals that will lead you to your dream. Some of you don't know just yet what your strengths are, and that's okay. I encourage you to experience everything, even if it's out of your comfort zone. Take advantage of opportunities that makes your brain grow. All of you, begin thinking of who you want to be and make a plan to get there. I want to thank you all for inspiring, motivating, and rewarding me every day. You've definitely touched my life forever. I'd like to end with a quote from one of my favorite books, Wonder, and yours as well. The best way to measure how much you've grown isn't by inches or the number of laps you can now run around the track, or even your grade point average. Though those things are important to be sure, it's what you've done with your time, how you've chosen to spend your days, and whom you've touched this year. That, to me, is the greatest measure of success. Thank you all.
Congratulations again, Amanda. I would like to do one thing. The reason we invited 3rd through 5th graders to this special assembly is because there are many of you that actually had Miss Howard as a teacher in grades 3 through 5. So if you have had Miss Howard or still have Miss Howard, could you just stand up for a second so everybody could see? Thank you. You all can sit back down. And so just once again, congratulations, and you all have a great afternoon. Thank you.